In the ancient land of Ur, amidst the dust and hum of an old civilization, lived a man named Abram. He was a good man, a wealthy man, and a wise man. Yet, despite all his possessions, his heart ached with longing. He had no child, and his wife Sarai, though loving and kind, was barren. As they aged, hope dimmed like a flickering lamp in a windy night. One night, as the moon bathed the sand in silver, Abram sat outside his tent. The wind whispered through the palms, and silence wrapped around him like a cloak. Then a voice, gentle yet commanding, broke the stillness. Abram, leave your country, your people, and your father's household. Go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. Abram's heart thundered. Was it a dream? A hallucination? But the voice was real. It filled him with awe and peace. Without delay, Abram obeyed. He gathered his household, took his wife Sarai and nephew Lot, and began the journey. They left behind the familiar for the unknown, driven by nothing but a promise. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Through dry deserts and lush valleys, Abram journeyed. Finally, he arrived in Canaan. Again, the voice came. To your offspring, I will give this land. Abram built an altar to the Lord, worshiping in faith. Though he was a stranger in a foreign land, he trusted the voice that had led him. But famine soon swept through the land. Abram went down to Egypt, fearful for his life. There, he made mistakes, presenting Sarai as his sister to Pharaoh. Yet even then, God protected him. Faith did not mean perfection, but it meant returning, realigning, and walking again with trust. Years passed. Still, there was no child. Abram was now in his 80s. One night, the Lord took him outside. Look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can. So shall your offspring be. Abram believed, and it was credited to him as righteousness. Yet even with this belief, human doubt lingered. Sarai, heartbroken, urged Abram to have a child with her maidservant Hagar. A son, Ishmael, was born, but he was not the promised one. 13 more years passed. Then, God appeared again. I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be blameless. I will make my covenant between me and you. No longer will you be called Abram. Your name will be Abraham, for I have made you a father of many nations. Sarai would be Sarah, and she would bear a son. Abraham fell face down and laughed. Could a man 100 years old have a child? Could Sarah, 90, bear a son? But God said, yes, and you will name him Isaac. The covenant was sealed. Abraham circumcised himself, Ishmael, and every male in his household that very day. Then one day 3 strangers visited Abraham. He welcomed them with food and rest. One of them said, this time next year Sarah will have a son. Sarah, listening from inside, laughed. But the Lord asked, why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too hard for the Lord? True to the promise, Sarah conceived, and in her old age bore a son. They named him Isaac, meaning laughter. Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me. Years passed. Isaac grew strong. Then came a command more painful than any before. Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering. Abraham's heart shattered. This was the son of the promise, the miracle child. Yet early the next morning he rose and set out with Isaac. For 3 days they journeyed. At the mountain, Abraham placed the wood on Isaac's back. Isaac asked, Father, where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Abraham answered, God himself will provide. He built an altar, bound Isaac, and raised the knife. Then, a voice, do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know you fear God. Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught in a thicket. He sacrificed it instead. He named the place, the Lord will provide. God renewed the covenant. Because you have not withheld your son, I will bless you. Your descendants will be as numerous as the stars and the sand. Isaac lived, grew, and carried forward the legacy of faith. Abraham lived a long life. He saw Isaac marry Rebekah. He passed away, full of years, buried by his sons Isaac and Ishmael. His story did not end in death, for Abraham's faith echoed through generations, through Isaac, Jacob, and the tribes of Israel, through David, and down to Jesus, the ultimate fulfillment of God's promise. Abraham's life was not one of ease, but of obedience, not of certainty, but of trust. He did not see all the promises fulfilled in his lifetime, yet he believed, and that belief changed the world. When we face the unknown, the impossible, the painful, we remember Abraham, a man who heard a voice, followed it into the wild, and trusted the one who spoke. His faith was not perfect, but it was real, and through it, nations were born. Faith begins with a step. Like Abraham, may we walk not by sight, but by trust in the one who calls. Faith Tales, where ancient truths ignite modern hearts.
Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos.